competitive for these scientists to get a job that's of value to them, that will support them and their family. So they fudge, and it's like 2 to 14%, he said. Well, who knows? I mean, anybody can make up numbers, but the idea is that there is quite a bit. And my thought is, in this competitive society, people have to do what they must. The means justify the ends, because you've got to survive. This is a fight for survival, right? And it's very yang. It's like, what does the egg do and what does the sperm do? Okay, so the egg is it's not completely passive. It's rather, I think it's magnetic, but that's just my thought. And the egg is there, and it's where it is, in a place, in situ. It is placed. And the sperms, they just, they're competitive. So the egg is yin and the sperms are yang. So what we have in this society is we're crazy about sperm. We love sperm. Be a sperm. Just get in there and be the first guy in, and everybody else be damned. Individualism. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And so what is involved in this kind of competition ends up being cheating and doing whatever it takes to be first. So what that means is, to me, is that a lot of these winners are assholes. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see how you can get around that idea that just being strong and just doing whatever it is you have to do to be first makes you righteous. No, I don't think so. Because unless you realize that the combination between the sperm hits the egg and the egg incorporates the energy of the sperm and the data in the sperm, that's when life begins. Life before the egg and the sperm are incorporated is just two energies doing their own thing. Yin and Yang, separate. They're not together in form and in action together until the sperm dives in, and I think it dies in there, and it sacrifices. That's the whole Jesus story. The masculine, the spark sacrifices its independence and dives into the collective. All right, so basically what we're looking at here with the idea of competition and yang and the scientists cheating to get their job that they need. What if we just became more egg-like? What if we just, instead of promoting the winners, and there's nothing wrong with having some winners and doing competition, but what if we also add in cooperation? Because from what I understand, and I've never been an athlete or a joiner, I'm such a damn loner, so that's me. But I'm just saying, which is very yang of me, even though I'm a very yin kind of girl. The brain part is very yang. All right, but back to the scientists. So what if they thought that cooperation was more important? That integrity, because integrity means wholeness, was more important than winning? Or how about the whole team wins? Back to the team, right? The team, they tell me that the team spirit is big, and that's important, and that's what brings people together in happiness. In happiness. Teamwork is happiness. Church is teamwork in a faith. That's happiness. Teamwork in sports, happiness. And so and we love that continuity and that integrity of not competition, but and group competition is fun too. So you see what I'm saying? We've got to blend cooperation, the yin, eggness. We need to promote some eggness. And we need to stop fearing the idea of socialism. Socialism just means that we people get together and cooperate. That's all that is. If it's from the top down and some boss is telling us what to do, that's not socialism. Socialism is community. And community is where we have consensus and cooperation to achieve our common goal. That is not what I hear a lot of. I hear the rewards and the money and the grants are going to these scientists who cheat and on their data so they can get published, so they can get the job. So whoever has the money is pointing the research in the direction that they want to prove their point. This is a mess. But I think that the solution is not to take away competition, because that's going to freak a bunch of people out. Don't do that. Besides, we all have a Mars. We all have a competitive side that we like to win. We like to be challenged. We like to be the boss. Yeah, let's go, man, go. So that's good. That's fine. But we need to add to it. So my thesis is one God that you call He who lives elsewhere is not helpful. And it has hurt us. And so it's time. We've done the one God experiment. So let's do a two God experiment. We'll say there's two forces of creation in the universe that are mysterious and divine, and one is female and one is male. Feminine and male. Yin and Yang. That's what we need to go for. And when we add goddess, when we add the feminine, not above or below, just with, completely different character. The egg is completely different character from the sperm. We need to add her into our belief of goodness and righteousness. We need to understand her better. Okay, that's enough for today. Goodbye. Love you all.